Coming up next, third round coverage of the Buick Invitational here on CBS Sports. A little bit of a sprinkle in turn number 3, but at this rate that should not put the field under caution unless it intensifies. Look at Earnhardt coming around the rookie. And the man who's won every one of these races this decade is trying to put it in the wind. But let me tell you something about Tony Stewart. This kid's a racer, and look at him go after Earnhart, fender to fender.
Yeah, but he's out of the draft right now, Ned, and he's in trouble. He's going to drop about 4 or 5 spots by being on this side. Bump drafting at 200 miles an hour, going down into turn 3.
Okay, buddy, why did everybody draft with Earnhardt instead of Tony Stewart?
Well, you do that until you give respect. He has no respect yet. He hasn't run with these guys. They know that Earnhardt knows what he's doing. Plus, Dale Jarrett, give him a big call. He's come up through this field running in second now, and he knows how to draft. He likes running with Dale Earnhardt. These two guys right here will be hard to pass.
Dale Jarrett started 9th. He's climbed to 2nd. I think, Ned, that's the toughest job for any rookie is to gain the respect of the drivers so they will trust you to run with you in the draft.
It is, and having a fast car doesn't gain that trust. You got to get up there and mix it up with them and make the right moves up there.
Tony Stewart's got a fast car, but he needs some friends. Dick Berggren?
And he doesn't have them, Mike, and they said that this morning. The team was aware that Tony Stewart had to stay in the lead of this event, or he was just going to wind up at the back of the pack. He has had trouble here at Daytona. Even though he's an IndyCar champion, he has had trouble here at Daytona, finding people who would race with him. They just don't know enough about this young 27-year-old racer, but I'll tell you what, he's a good one, and they're going to learn a whole lot more about Tony Stewart before this deal's done.
And his main goal right here is to bring that car back in one piece. If he wrecks that car, he'll still be in the Daytona 500, but he'll be starting at the rear instead of on the outside pole.
Let's go back to 23rd spot. That's number 30, Derek Cope. 71 is Dave Marcus, left of your screen. And 72, the second car out of Marcus's small shop, Jim Sauter. 31 times Dave Marcus has been in the Daytona 500, and he's never come to February in Daytona and failed to qualify for the big dance. This year he's got 2 cars in this race trying to keep that streak intact. Back up front, the Dale and Dale at Daytona show rolls on.
Now Mike Skinner beginning to rumble. He started on the outside pole, got shuffled back, but he's beginning to come back now.
For more on Mike Skinner, here's Ralph.
Larry McReynolds is a crew chief for Mike Skinner. Larry Mack, you're starting to work your way back up to the front. Is he finding the right groove?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we pretty much knew that the outside line was not going to be the line to even start in. We saw it in the first 125, and we're seeing it now. So, you know, he's running with these guys, getting some good help now. We got plenty of time. I just told him be patient. We got a good car, and we'll see what happens.
I'm feeling some drizzle down here. Is it going to affect what your strategy is?
I don't think so. Again, the weather's cool. This is going to help the tire situation. We've been a little worried about that as far as just gripping the racetrack. I don't think we just need to get to lap 25 and, you know, have this thing be a race before we get ready for the 500.
Mike, you can definitely feel that drizzle coming now.
CBS Sports coverage of the Gatorade 125s will continue after this message and a word from your local station. Budweiser, the official beer of NASCAR, brings you these spectacular shots of the Speedway from the Bud 1 airship. Bobby Hamilton holds the bubble behind Ernie Irvin and ahead of Derek Cope. Coming up on halfway, and there's your pole sitter number 20, Tony Stewart, battling Mike Skinner. And last year's Rookie of the Year, Kenny Irwin, he's tucked right up under Skinner. His year of rookie hazing is over, and I think he's become pretty... Oh, boy.
Boy, just about lost control of that car now.
And I was just about to say what he needs to do is just settle in and run himself a good race. He's in the Daytona 500. If he can maintain that, you know, to stay in that pack, that's all he's got to do.
And Ned Irwin is one of those drivers who needs to, because neither his qualifying speed nor his point standing position from last year is likely to get him into the race. He's one of these fellas out here who has to race his way in.
Yes.
Up front, veterans Earnhardt, Jarrett, Mayfield, and Wallace. Ralph Sheen.
Todd Parrott is a crew chief for Dale Jarrett, who's running right up there in that lead group. Todd, you're in a position to win this thing. What's your strategy going to be now?
I couldn't tell you. You have to ask that guy out there running second right now. Earnhardt's got a strong car. He's been strong all week long, and you never know what he's got. You know, he's won 9 of these things in a row, so he's out front where he usually is. So, but we got a good car.
Does it seem better, high, low, in the middle?
He seems to be staying on the bottom right behind Earnhardt. So, but he has had to run high. I think the car will go anywhere it needs to go. He hasn't said anything at all.
Mike, now he just needs a friend to get on past Dale Earnhardt.
Well, he's got a fast Ford right behind him in Mayfield. Look at this group, and Tony Stewart's fought his way to the front of it.
Yeah, the first 5 are nose to tail, but back here there's a war going on. Mike Skinner and, of course, Tony Stewart side by side for about 3 laps now. They've really been going at it.
And as a result, they have lost the draft of that front 5. I think they'd be wise to let Tony Stewart get in front and let him help pull them back up to that lead pack.
Now, here's somebody who will work with Stewart. Both Kenny Irwin and Tony Stewart are graduates of USAC open wheel racing. So that's Irwin lined up right behind his old fenderless racing buddy.
I think that's what Kenny Irwin has in mind right now, is to try to help. Well, no, he's not going to do that. I said that?
Boy, oh, there's more contact. Tony Stewart got into the left rear quarter there as they started in the corner.
Yeah, that could have been a tough situation right there.
Trouble, turn 1, 2 cars slam into the wall. Dick Trickle, number 13, is one, and David Green, number 41, is the other. Green trying to make his first 500 after being Busch Grand National champion. And caution will come out for the first time in this second Gatorade 125.
They'll race back to the flag. Earnhardt, of course, has them under control. They basically will maintain their positions as they come back to the flag.
All right, let's have a look at what happened with Dick Trickle and David Green down in turn 1.
Okay, here is David Green in the 41 car, the white one, as they go down into turn 1.
Dick Trickle moves up, loses the back end of the car going into turn 1, comes back up, and there's the contact.
David Green's car is badly damaged. Dick Trickle may be able to make repairs. We're under caution in the second Gatorade 125. Dale Earnhardt leading Dale Jarrett and Jeremy Mayfield.